Welcome back, nerds. This is Mantis here, and we got a new game up in front. We got Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, when I say that if you're looking for a game that is looking like D&D, 100% up and down, left and right, through and through, this is looking like the game for you. I play D&D with a bunch of my friends. We create characters, go through story, and explore missions, we do character building together, and a game that you're playing for fun and trying to develop a character on your own, win or lose. Like this is the real life D&D game, like for you. Like there's a Divinity Original Sin 1. It's a completed game. This is the second one. It's an alpha right now. It's a beautifully put together game. There's only one level, or act as they call it, in the game right now. It's still full of a lot of stuff. It's still like 20 to 30 hours of gameplay. But it's definitely still in the works. They have a basic campaign mode, which is going through the story. You get to build your character, make your backstory, talk to other characters, build your team, explore, which is a lot of fun. Then they have an up-and-coming Game Master mode, which is you are the DM. You create your own modes, you create your own maps, your own missions, and your own dialogue, and that's going to be an amazing piece to it. That's going to be an amazing tool that if you have a D&D group, your friends can create a map together, or the DM can create a map, and you can play it online right here together. You can do a group of 4 and go through the mission as a squad, which I highly recommend because this game is challenging and it will kick your butt and punish you if you make the wrong decisions, talk to the wrong people, or disrespect someone, just similar to any role-playing game. So they have a couple different options. Single player, obviously, single player, multiplayer. Like I said, a lot easier because you have a squad. Also could be more difficult if your team is causing mischief, depending on how coordinated you are. And there's also online games, so you can play multiplayer online. I actually want to try that after this game. It looks pretty interesting. But we're going to start off with single player. Explorer mode is if you're interested. There's only 2 modes. Is easy or extreme. Like Explorer mode, getting through the story, kind of getting familiar with the game. I recommend, especially if you're single player, getting new to the game, do Explorer mode first. Forget doing classic mode. I started classic mode. It will punish you. The wrong things you say, the fights you get into, it will kick your butt. I believe I died in the tutorial in this classic mode. Obviously, you create save points and you restart and stuff like that, but I died in the tutorial. It's not an easy game. You will get punished. So we're gonna start with Explorer mode. And the graphics are beautiful. It's a very well put together game. So you get to create your character from the top down. They give you some backstories, which will affect your dialogue if you're in game. You got Sebile, that's your custom. This won't affect your dialogue. This will have your own current, the base dialogue. But if you're interested in having a backstory with different options for that, we got Ifin Bismid. I don't know how to pronounce that. But you're a Crusader. You're a Luce, a musician, a performer, or you're the Red Prince. Lizards in this game, very difficult actually. They're looked on as a lesser race or thieves or something, and it's very difficult to get through the game. Everyone treats you differently, and it's a very interesting concept. Then you get your different presets. If you want something simple, jump right into it. You get the wizard presets, battle mage, cleric. They have a bunch of different options. Yeah, it's straight up D&D. I'm gonna go custom to start, just because you get the most options. I don't like having people decide my backstory for me, so that's why I like custom. Male, female, obviously. You don't start off with this armor. You start off in rags like any game, but they show you the best stuff, so you get excited about it. But let's see. Let's go into customize. This is the more in-depth customization. They really go into detail. They hide the armor so you know what your guy actually looks like. Change your skin color, your head, your hair. Everything. Gonna have red hair, gonna have beautiful majestic beard right now. What kind of knight wouldn't have a beautiful majestic beard? And then you can even customize if you're want to get really into it. Really customize your attributes. You get two-handed, single-handed. Obviously, we're a knight, we're gonna have two-handed, but you could change your skills. So warfare, probably a smart one to have as a knight. Gonna keep that. We get battering, persuasion, bartering. Let's go some persuasion too. Let's change that up a little bit. And then talents. This is like your quirks, like things that you go for. Opportunist, ingenious. It'll tell you a short description of everything you got here. Now I know a little. I played this game before, and I know something in the early game that I've always been curious to try. So I'm gonna go with a little pet pal. I want to be able to talk to animals. That's gonna be my talent. I'm gonna accept that, and we're back to here. I'm gonna stick with the starting skills. I don't want to mess with that, but we'll figure that out as we go along. I've never been a knight before, but as you can see, everything super D&D-esque or super MMO-esque right now. Even you can compare it to like a World of Warcraft kind of character builder, but it's got that great feel to it that sets you up for adventure and excitement, even down to the fucking instrument that you want to play. We're gonna go with a cello because all the cool kids are playing cello right now. Let's get started.
Honorable Dallas, madam. We lost a ship.
So it gives you like obviously the intro and everything right here. It just describes to you that you were an escaped prisoner and you crashed up on shore. And they find you anyway, and they capture you, and you get sent to this place called Fort Joy, which the first act is you trying to escape this location, trying to get out of here, trying to find your way, trying to get your freedom, pretty much. So you have to talk your way out, fight your way out, whatever type of strategy you decide, that's up to you, and that's the whole fun of D&D and any role-playing game. So that the challenge feels like you have control, you're choosing your path, and that there's different ways for you to succeed in your own style. And again, obviously you don't want to die, but I feel like the best way to play these types of games is there's no winning or losing. You want to have you want to create a story. That's what you want to do, especially for a party. You want to use that party and create your own mark in the world in your own way or your own style. Yeah. All right, so we're loading up in here. So we're a pathetic mess. We rode up on shore. We forgot our sea legs at home, so we can barely stand, but we will because we have to survive. We have to go on. There's these things called Void Woken. He says he's the lone survivor of the crash. He probably is because he's a fucking boss, and you want to feel like a champion coming out of this. So everything as you're walking by, there's some things that you can interact with. There's a crate. Look, you want to scavenge for items as much as you can. Look for clues on how to get stuff and get back on your feet. Light those candles. Get some pot. Look at the altar. I thought the order would get rid of any trace of old source king. Eradication and all. So it gives you backstory on the history. There's a lost child here. Tam. Oh, I don't know why the kid's just standing there like that. But I'll give you an example that like this takes this game role playing to the next level. There's like specific dialogue for each character and each between your character and each NPC in the game, and this will give you a short example of your choices having an impact. I've actually never seen this. I'm gonna try to talk to this child and see if I can get him along with me. Child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, his crown of his head. He spots you in his arms and snaps to his sides, so he's surprised. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Tell the kid to keep to himself then. And I guess your race has something to do with how people interact with a human. Not to worry, he can trust you. Let's go with that. Why? Tell him he's got to stick to. Everyone's gonna stick to their own kind. Yeah, that's a good lesson to teach a kid, I guess. But there are people who put me here that are human. People that took my parents away are human. What do you mean? Because I'm a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here? Wait, so is this kid evil? So he must be. Let's go let's try to relate to the kid. Let's go with the collar we're matching. He's unafraid. I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy. I'm gonna stick with the relating. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind. They know we can't leave the island. And it's a lot nicer here than inside. Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, right now he's referencing Fort Joy, I'm pretty sure. And we want to stay out of that. I don't feel like his parents care where he is. Just tell him to get back to safety. I survived by the skin of my teeth because I'm a man. There isn't anywhere... Alright, this kid's creepy. Actually, I'm leaving. There isn't anywhere safer. You'll see. I don't like the way that settled with me. But he seems to be my friend. Green dot means he trusts me. Yellow dot means unknown. Or like you don't know. But you want to try to... Well, depending on what you want to do. I like try to make as many connections as possible so I have many tools to survive in this game as possible. So we're going to take a step back. There's a lot of exploring to do. There's a bunch of the map to check out. See, go through battles, found 17 gold right there. That'll help you buy supplies. And there's a bartering system. See, like, there's red dots coming up. You want to pay attention to your mini-map. This is going to reveal a lot about what's coming up because you might just walk into encounters and sometimes you want to also auto-saving. Telltale of any game. If you're about to autosave, shit's about to go down. So there's Void Woken. These are the monsters that shank our ship, brought us ashore. And now we're going to fight. Walking. So you have action points. Depending on how many you use per turn, you'll get more for each turn. But you have... See, I just walked. That took away an action point, and now I got 2 action points left. I'm going to use one of my special moves. Let's use... let's see here. Knockdown. We got a knockdown move. We got a cripple. Then an encourage. Let's go with the cripple. Oh, it's got an AoE, so this is good. This is good. We're range to do AoE, maybe? Or is that just the range on the attack? Oh, it's just the range on the attack. Alright, so it's crippled. I don't know what that does, but it sounds good for me. Alright, so he comes in and he misses. And like I said, this game is way more punishing on hard mode. I'm doing explore mode because I want to give you guys an example of what the game's like. So in a team of, in co-op mode, you'll have 4 people and they'll take these 2 guys down. I recommend doing hard mode. It'll be a lot more exciting. But take that guy down, no problem. I got 2 more action points. Gonna smash this guy down. And done. Could double attack instead of single attack, which is pretty cool. Then we got a all-in heavy attack. Finish him off. And everything, there's also elements to interact with in combat. So like, see, this is all blood. Blood counts as water. If you have an electric attack and there's like 8 people standing on here, you step off the water, electric attack them, they all become stunned for like 6 turns. Like, there is strategy to this game, and it will become... Strategy does become important as you get to more difficult levels. So we always loot the bodies. Want to scavenge as much material as possible. I don't need an empty flask, though. You can keep that. That's on me. It's a tip for you. Rotate the map. Kind of check the surrounding area for any sort of loot that you can get as much as possible. Because this is a survival game. You need to get as much materials as you can to survive. It's going to be important later. It does add up. Nice shell. Magic conch shell? Oh, wait, I don't want the garbage shell. Well, I'll take the gold, though. So I'm going to go to my inventory. Open up your map. This is your combat attributes. When you level up, you can click these and add more points to them like we did in the beginning. Here's your armor and stuff. You can drag from your inventory to the... drop that on. There we go. Got rid of the shell. Stupid garbage. This is your inventory, though. Your weapons, consumables, magical items, ingredients, or just all of them. And so, yeah, you can swap things out as you get stronger or find new things. So this is your skill panel. This is all your abilities that you can do, obviously. Crafting. You can craft items and make health potions and record recipes and things like that. So similar to Skyrim. world map. You can mark locations and where to go. And these are your missions. They're pretty vague, but this is kind of your quests and your objectives during the game and what you want to accomplish. So we're going to keep walking forward. We're going to try to get to Fort Joy. There's a yellow dot over there on the map right up here. Let's go see what's up with that. Hello. Okay, so we got we got an interesting lizard fellow standing here. He looks pretty focused, so let's just be careful when we get up to him. Let's not scare this guy. Don't want to cause any trouble. You spot a strange lizard by the water. His eyes are closed. His face is blank with an undisturbed snow, only bright red and red as blood. He seems to be peaceful. Let's not push him into the sea. Let's go with let's be witty. He turns around with a graceful ease of dancer or duelist and looks at you up and down with a less impressed expression. Wow, fuck you. I suppose that's what passes for a witticism in your neck of the bog, I should think. Wow, you're witty as well, I see. Yes, I see it now. A stray for a mother and a mud as a father, raised in your own muck, laughing hyena of the muck you throw around. That was uncalled for. I might cry. You said your piece. You threw your muck. Trot along and leave me to my meditations. Okay. Alright. 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 Alright, now we're even. I'll take that. That's fair enough. You interrupted me. May as well know that I was trying to dream in a waking state. Well, that doesn't make much sense at all. A voice beckons me in my dreams, but you see, no matter how I try, I cannot understand its message. This trick of the sleeping mind, I suspect, that through meditation I seek circumvent. I don't want to insult him. Say that the waking world is what he should be concerned about. Doesn't he realize? Yeah, doesn't he realize that he's in prison right now? All these collars that we have that shows that we're still in prison. Fort Joy was a passing inconvenience. Damn, so this voice is real deal. Alas, it is the latter that's eluding me. Despite my ministrations of meditation, there is nothing for it, I suppose, but to try anew or vacate to the seaside spot and embark on a search for the dreamer. Notice that he seems to be quite alone. Yeah, wanted. Oh, no. Two are stronger than one, though, which will be dangerous. Intention to explore, that means you're looking for something. What might that be? Well, I'm looking for some food, a decent weapon, and some bloody justice. Tell you what, the promise for me that there be a dreamer found on this island, we'll find him. Do so and I'll join you. And help you get your justice. Of course. Yes. Wait. Hold on. Oh, well, careful not to speed through things. I prefer the perfection of a blade myself, but I'm evidently acquainted with the secrets of magic and yes, even subterfuge. What do you say? Blade Master sounds perfect. Stick with your stuff. That settles it. I like to keep my guys with the strongest what they got. What are they used to? Alright, so we got a party member. See, this is good. We got a bro with us, and our party's expanding. This makes the game a lot easier. So he'll follow us around now. Double click on your character to kind of focus in on him. And let's keep going. A black cat? Oh, okay. So there's a cat. I've never had pet talk before, and I kind of like this is where your traits come in handy. You always want to keep an eye on your traits. Cat's eyes cloud of straight, stares at me. What? How did I get? Hey, stop following me! It approached me. But no, I can't be. I can't. Hey, stop following me. Are you feeling okay? I'm not sure. Just all's a little foggy. Yeah, where did you come from? Huh. Well, Cat's confused. He's drunk. Okay, so the guards are here. You came from the wrecked ship. Are you the Voidwoken that came ashore? So you didn't see any Void Woken. Um, hmm. You know what? Fuck it. 2v2. I'm glad to see them. I got a score to settle. Are you mad? We haven't got time for this now. Those monsters be at the gates. Say they're a little late. Yeah, I killed a Void Woken. Oh, he's checking my collar. They must have been hurt pretty badly in Iraq. Wow, this guy's giving me no respect. Are there any survivors? No, but it's none of your business. Sorcerers are all the same. Don't care about anyone in this world but yourself, do you? Don't interrupt him. You want to keep your skin? Yeah, you better run. Oh, Kitty, let's go. Your name shall be Tabasco. Tabasco the kitten. We'll keep him along for now. I'll talk to him later. Alright, so we're walking up the stairs. Tension is medium. Let's see here. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. The bishop is speaking. Alright, so there's a huge meeting going on here. What we say will be very impactful with how our state is in the city. Come, Alexander. I'd sooner cut out my tongue than lie to you. I know nothing of the list. If you could tell the bishop no more, your tongue is no use. Cut it out. This can't be serious, Alexander. Come. You should know by now than to obey your superior magister, whatever she may ask. Make yourself small, step forwards. Okay, definitely not stepping forward in justice. I'm a prisoner here. This is really none of my business. I was willing to fight the guards, but I'm not fighting the bishop. That could annihilate me. We're like, this looks... We got these scary looking things. Like, assess the situation. Read the room. Rather not stand out right now. Outsa Atusa? Yeah, let's go to Tusa. Pitches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings the dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood from the dagger... Wait. Drops of blood from against the dagger's edges quickly fall to the ground. She groans. Stop. My father, his soul must rest in peace, would be disappointed in you. Atusa. To think that you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. To comply is to survive. Dallas. Yes, your holiness? I believe we're done here. Oh, boy. So, when things happen, it's best to confront your party member immediately. These yellow exclamation points mean something will happen on their own, or they're in shock of something to happen. They could end up doing something, so it's best to talk dialogue so you know what's up with them. Narrator. The lizard magistrate, what's left of her lies puddle her own gore. I think he's talking to himself. Or the Red Prince is talking to himself. The Red Prince is a lizard. Get a magister. How dare they die to a human? These are painful times. Peoples must suffer for the greater good. When it comes to dying a puddle of your own blood, sooner her than me. Agreed? Alright, so I want to keep my character 1. Alright, so that pretty much gave you an overview of what the game is. It's really like, what's it called? It is dialogue based. There's a lot of dialogue, so it does seem like a lot when you're reading it aloud. Obviously, you'll be able to read faster if you're not spelling it out for everyone. But there's a lot to interact with. See, there's like a skirmish coming on. There'll be prisoners in these boxes you may want to free. All these yellow people, see people that you don't know. But tension's okay because I didn't start any fights. This shows your rating of how you're welcomed in the town or in the general area. If you start stealing stuff, that rating will go up until it hits red, and then you better run for fucking cover because the whole town will turn on you. The first time I played this game, I was trying to steal from someone. They said, you better not. And I tried to steal again, and I got caught. And then instantly the entire town turned on us. This game will not let you do whatever you want. You have to be careful in your choices and choose your path correctly. But this game's so much fun. Like, I've already put a bunch of hours into it. It is on the expensive side, and it is an alpha, so be careful. I'm not going to say, like, go out and buy it. Like, it is expensive, but it is a game worth looking into, especially when the full game gets released. Since it is alpha, I haven't found that many bugs. It's more that there's only one act, and that they're still adding features to the game, like the creation mode, which is pretty cool. But that's going to take some time to release. But for all intents and purposes, it's a cool role-playing game with some combat and strategy, especially if you go in hard mode, and it's a fun thing to play with a group of friends, especially if you're all into D&D. So that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, comments about the game in the comments below. Till next time, peace out, nerds.